Let's look at 4 steps you should take if you're $100,000 in debt and only making $30,000 a year. Step number 1, create an emergency fund first. When you are buried in debt, it can feel like you'll never be able to get ahead. However, one of the most important steps in getting out of debt is to create an emergency fund. This may seem counterintuitive. After all, shouldn't you be using every extra penny to pay off your debt? However, there are several good reasons why an emergency fund is essential. First of all, it provides a buffer against unexpected expenses. If you have an unexpected car repair or medical bill, you can tap into your emergency fund instead of going into even more debt. Additionally, an emergency fund can help to keep you from accruing more debt in the first place. If you know that you have a cushion of savings to fall back on, you are less likely to put additional expenses on your credit card. Creating an emergency fund may take time and discipline, but it is a crucial step in getting out of debt for good. Number 2, create a minimum needs budget. If you find yourself $100,000 in debt with only a $30,000 annual salary, it can be difficult to imagine ever getting out from under that mountain of debt. The second step to getting out of this debt is to create a minimum needs budget. This budget should focus exclusively on your most essential living expenses, such as rent, groceries, and debt repayment. By cutting out all non-essential spending, you can free up more money each month to put towards your debt. While creating a minimum needs budget may not be the most exciting way to live, it can help you get your debt under control and start moving in the right direction financially. Step number 3, consider refinancing. Loan refinancing is the process of taking out a new loan to pay off existing debt. This can be an attractive option for borrowers who are struggling to make payments on their current loans, as it can help to lower monthly payments and reduce the total amount of interest paid over the life of the loan. However, it is important to note that refinancing is not a magic bullet and that borrowers will still need to be disciplined in order to make their payments on time. Additionally, borrowers should be aware that they may end up paying more in interest over the long run if they extend the term of their loan by refinancing. Before I move on to number 1, make sure you subscribe and click the bell. That way you'll be the first to see my next money-making video. Step number 4, increase your income. When it comes to paying off debt, increasing your income is just as important as reducing your expenses. The reason is simple. The more money you have coming in, the more you can put towards your debt. If you're only making $30,000 a year and you're $100,000 in debt, it will take a lot longer to pay off your debt than if you were making $50,000 a year. There are a number of ways to increase your income. If you're employed, you can ask for a raise or look for a higher paying job. If you're self-employed, you can raise your prices or look for new clients. And if you're not employed, you can start looking for part-time or full-time work. No matter what your situation is, there are ways to increase your income and start making headway on your debt. Click the video on the screen to see another money-making video.